Well, good Wednesday morning to you. It's another great morning for our words of encouragement. Still here in Copper Hill, Tennessee. You can't see it behind me because it's so cloudy, but there's a mountain range behind us. You can see for miles, just all the mountains. But it's a little cloudy up here right now while we're here. Maybe even a little snow. We don't know. We'll see. It's definitely cool enough. We're continuing our look through the book of James this week and the different teachings that we can learn from what James says. And we're on chapter 3 today, and I find this very interesting. In fact, in my Bible, chapter 3 is actually labeled as taming the tongue. How many of us need to do that, right? Tame our tongues. Listen to verses 1 and 2 of chapter 3 in James. It says, "Not many of you should presume to be teachers, my brothers, because you know that we who teach will be judged more strictly. We all stumble in many ways. If anyone is never at fault in what he says, he is a perfect man, able to keep his whole body in check." Not many of us are meant to be teachers. I think we can look at that a couple of different ways. I think definitely the teaching profession, as in teaching in schools, is a very noble profession. It is truly a calling from God to be able to work with students and children and youth every single day. So teaching in that manner is tough. It's tough for a lot of us. But I don't think he's just talking about teachers here, as in school teachers. I think he's also talking about ministers. I think he's also talking about those of us that are going out and spreading the good news. And I don't think he's discouraging us. So many times we read this passage or we hear this passage and it looks like James is discouraging us from being able to do this and being able to be teachers. But I don't think that's what it is. I think he's preparing us in his words here. He's preparing us to understand that when we become teachers, when we become those that are going to spread the good news, they're going to teach others about God and about Jesus and what it means to follow them, that when we become those people, when we become that teacher, that people are going to look at us differently. They're going to look at us differently. They're going to look at what we do differently. They're going to look at how we act. They're going to look at how we talk. Everything that we do is going to be judged because we're saying that we're following God and that we're teaching his good news. And so I think that he's preparing us. He's preparing us in his words here. Get ready to be judged more harshly. And I think that's true in a lot of the world today. That when we have people that go out and they say that they're spreading the good news, any of us, that we're looked at and we're judged a lot more strict than maybe we were before. I've even heard it said that the biggest threat to the Christian church is Christian people. Because, well, let's face it, sometimes Christians can be hypocrites. Do as I say, not as I do. And that's what gets portrayed. And so we have to be careful. We have to remember that not only are we teaching what it means to follow Jesus, we're teaching what it means to be a Christian, but we're setting the example as well in everything that we do. And whether we realize it or not, people are judging us off of that. People are looking at us and saying, these people say that they're following God, but are they acting that way? Are they acting like someone that follows God? So maybe everybody's not meant to be a teacher. Maybe it is for a higher calling, but I don't think that's what he's saying. I think he's preparing us. Be prepared as you go out and as you do this. it's going to be tough. And it's going to be tough because people are going to look at what you do a lot different because you have the Word of God at your back. Hey, I've enjoyed our time here this morning. I hope you have. I hope you will go out and teach and spread the good news, the gospel of Jesus. Know that people may look at you a little different, and that's okay. That's all right. Have a great day. Have a great Wednesday. You're halfway through the week. So have a great Wednesday, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.